truly blessed in our fellowship, our togetherness, our fellowship.
The winner of this year's American Fellowship of Arts and Letters Award, American Fellowship of Arts and Letters Award, American Fellowship of Arts and Letters Award, Mr. Rory Jansen.
More involved. Well, what brings you to Sacred Fellowship? Sacred Fellowship, Kyle.
He kneels and holds up hands for fellowship. It does reason our petition with more strength than thou hast to deny.
And so on.
Did you learn that in school?
Methodist Youth Fellowship.
Look, I was on the verge of a career-defining fellowship at Cambridge.
A rock star who could use a makeover, but still. She got the Dean's Fellowship this year.
Addiction therapy. Well, an extended fellowship just got funded, and they want me to oversee the entire thing.
Canadian Mounted Police.
Actually, sir, the officer in charge said that his team is part of a fellowship the BAU gave to train police forces in profiling.
Genevieve, I hope I'm not being too forward. But I have to leave next week for a 6-month fellowship in Greece.
I can make your career. You have your pick of fellowships.
You never had the qualifications.
Please. I'm going to lock myself in the apartment.
Don't get dramatic.
I like the fellowship.
What do you think? Too diabolical? Give me some feedback.
Most children speak and understand their mother tongue before the age of 4 without lessons, homework, or much in the way of feedback. How do they accomplish this remarkable feat?
Shape.
Whose notes are those?
Oh, just feedback.
Feedback from whom?
Hey, Colleen.
Hey, listen, we got great success with you last time.
Yeah?
Well, no.
So, I heard Clark has gotten some feedback from New York on our fun proposal.
New York.
Everything's great on the ultra-precise 100-point scale and no place for feedback. Excellent. If readers want to bitch about, they'll have to go on their Twitters. Good taste is not a democracy.
Hey, make sure your phone's turned off. I think we're getting some feedback out here.
Oh.
Give me some feedback on my stories.
And by feedback, he means a wall of praise. This means a little thin.
I've been doing it for 6 months or so, but I've gotten some great feedback, and I have a ton of referrals if you want.
I've almost got it.
You're using a type of audio modulation here, like a feedback loop.
Hey, Mama. Why did you stop? Come on, I want feedback.
Please check the sound system. I won't tolerate feedback. So maybe my fucking kill fee then.
What kill fee? What kill fee? What kill fee? You know very well kill fee's paid when I'm the one who cancels.
Okay. This guy's fee is $125. This guy's fee is $125. This guy's fee is $125.
Lynch. I paid a finder's fee of $50 ducats.
Online gaming. I steer traffic to the website, they pay me a commission, hands off, arm's length. I get a small fee for each player I sign up.
Your 4 points. A better immunity language, more access to intelligence. This fee structure is unacceptable.
It's valid. Are you fucking delusional?
Listen, I'm going to finish this night with Karos, collect my fee, and then hit restart.
Great job. By the way, I was looking at the fee structure, and I feel like there's a real opportunity.
I think we have to prove to our client that what you're stealing is worth the fee we're asking.
Where's? How so? I get a 1% finder's fee for recovering stolen objects. I want that fist.
Clyde and I plan to turn in the gold and collect the finder's fee from the treasury.
Finder's fee for you, of course.
Of course. And on that note, I was thinking it might be nice to have a royal feast.
to be a grand
My
roast.
sister has been telling me that your magic is really quite powerful.
Who knows a guy?
Oh, here we go.
Hold on. He goes to a big feast and big feast and big feast in Bangkok about a year ago.
We are just so excited that you both could join us for our mostly vegan feast. Feast. Feast.
Thank you so much, sis.
Spit in the eye of morality and feast on the art of the damned with a film that will test your tastes.
Well, it looks like one of those naked ninjas was cooking up more than just a skin feast. I'm talking about Wayne Davidson.
Oh, food to eat is my favorite.
My way, people. I just worked a double and I need to feast. I need a dim sum for a twosome.
Hey, what's up?
Feast your eyes, ladies. Well, what do you think?
Oh, feast your eyes. Hey, cut. No. This is... Welcome, all of you, to a feast of Florence.
Feast and praise. St. Iketot Day. March 21st is the spring equinox, and the 24th is the Feast of the Beast, all important holidays in the satanic calendar for sacrifices.
You should have brought that spider over to my house to feast on the ant colony breeding on Victoria's unwashed dishes.
Answer.
Brent Magna is both reckless and fearful. 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 He is, in short, a dangerous driver and should pursue another profession.
The father became fearful of his son.
I am just so fearful that this is not a man.
The Jew wasn't fearful. He was searching for something.
This horse, it had a nose to get away. She's pretty fearful.
Invader force bent on turning you to the darkest way. You've been implanted with a push-pull mechanism that keeps you fearful of authority and destructive.
I have withheld my tender affections, fearful that they were unrequited.
Yes, the first report is seconded, and more fearful is delivered.
The mountain is like flying. It feels like there's no friction. I actually feel like it feels like flying.
For guys, it's so easy. It's just, it's friction. But for girls, there's a whole lot of intangibles down there.
Email won't take long.
Sheriff, I believe we have some cultural differences here. I think we'll take this gentleman back to Sacramento, question him there. Avoid friction. Avoid friction. Avoid friction. Come on.
Your brother was a great man. He elevated himself, didn't he? But you didn't. That must have been cause for some friction, I would think.
Ask anyone. Oh, what about the sale of the town? Was there any friction there?
So he had a few critics.
Entry. Re-entry will be violent, and it will be very, very hot. Friction will break the arc back into its original stations.
Who didn't Brody get along with? Well, there's always friction in a creative business, but not so much you kill somebody. I mean, Brody got along with everybody.
All that muscle and sinew pressed against my body. And then, when you had friction.
Bro, they use that on decks of cards.
To decrease friction, yes.
Yeah, the FBI profile on Dunn said he was prone to gambling.
What? There's a slight crease, almost a burn from friction.
Someone holding a wrist?
Looks more like something was ripped off her.
Bracelet?
The correct answer is, when covered by a film of liquid sufficient to reduce the coefficient of static friction between the tire and the road to essentially zero, but not so deep as to introduce a new source of friction. Not surprising, you have no safety mat or adhesive stickers to allow for purchase on a surface with a low coefficient of static friction.
15 years experience. You
told me she treated you like shit. There was some friction. So why are you going to bat for her?
Don't we want to work with the best people?
And another. I watched him grow tired and frail and frail and frail and ill. He tried.
Now you're sweating, and you're frail, and you're frail, and you're frail. Desperately trying to control yourself.
Finally, paid attention to my intellect.
Job, this is nuts. Mother is frail. Mother is frail. Mother is frail.
Nonsense this instant.
Set him up, Mom. I was half...
All right, love.
Would you mind helping a frail old woman? I've missed my bus.
Come on in, come on out the cold.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind.
He's frail. Gout's gone to his kidneys. He'll become a member of the Academy for the rest of his life.
Final on the form.
Come on, Michael. Who knows how long our parents are going to be around?
Yeah, well, I gotta tell you, I was over at her place today and she looked a little frail to me. She was having trouble even lifting up this bag of groceries. All right. We will do
the good he seeks. Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley.
The first victim was frail and an easy target, and yet the UNCEF shot him from behind and at a distance.
By the second victim, the UNCEF shot...
It wasn't kung fu, but that's ridiculous. Because they're so frail.
Not really that frail, Mom.
Oh, everybody is just how you describe them. Except, I thought you said...
They're here.
No, Leroy, nobody is here.
It's not gonna work. You can't have my thing. No, Leroy,
How does a frail 79-year-old with a hip fracture take out a guy Daniel's size?
Adrenaline? Fear?
No one's here but me.
Mother? I'm here now.
You won't even recognize her. She's so frail.
I can handle it, Bob.
I don't think she's...
The night before you slipped through, I thought my wife was dying. She couldn't speak anymore, she was so frail. And then you made it through the lines. Slipped right behind. As for the wizard with a Radharn around his neck, he's nothing more than a frail old man.
My lord, you've been exhausting yourself for hours.